Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now I'm going to cover the back 9 holes of the Rookie Division Monster Tournament. So close to being in first place. Wait till you see a hole number 17. If it would have fallen, I would be in first, but that's okay. I finished with the minus 34. So, I did the best that I could, and I hope that you all find this video helpful. Let's go. Hole number 1. I will say something here, though, about the back 9 on Rookie is the wind angles are going to be tough, okay? So just keep that in mind. I think like the first 4 out of 5 holes are all headwind, so let's be prepared for that. That's why we're taking a Titan here to hole number 1. We're going to continue to play at 20% at max, but on this particular drive, again, we're going to be using a Titan just because of the headwind. We're going to put this at 1 bar of topspin. And here I played 1 bar of side spin to the right. We could dial this down to like maybe 0.7, but either way, the shot is going to be good here. Again, 20% at max. It's easier if you flip your camera around and push your rings instead of pull, because you don't really want to pull into the sand as the rings could get distorted on you. And who knows, if we would have reduced the side spin to the right a little bit, we could have possibly ended up with a hole-in-one. That's why I say you could take it down to about 0.7 side spin to the right if you want. Hole number 2, this one is tough as well because you're going to have to underpower your shot. So let's take a look at it. Because of the tailwind here, we're going to be going with 2.1 bars of topspin, yellow ring on the rough like we have been the entire time, and we're going to be in the cup but favoring the left-hand side of the cup. So, if you don't want to underpower your shot, if you're somebody who has money balls and you have like a power 0 ball, okay, so a power 0, just like a Marlin, but if you have high wind resistance, you will not have to underpower. But for the rest of us playing with free-to-play, we're going to have to underpower this shot. You're going to see here when you go to pull your rings 0% at minimum, you will be in between clubs. You see there? So in scramble mode, because I didn't practice this shot, I decided to go ahead and try to move my target again to see if I could find a different spot, but there's really nowhere for me to find. So you can see the shot clock running out. Now I purposely underpower my shot. So take a look at where I'm underpowering to. Perfect ball was 0 on the shot clock. And that one does fall in there for the hole-in-one. So just keep that one in mind. You may want to take a practice token and a Marlin to the practice tees to get that one down right. But it's still makeable. You just have to underpower your shot a little bit, which we're not used to doing on purpose. Hole number 3, 10% at max. Again, headwind here. So we're going to be going with 3 bars of side spin to the right combined with 6 top. I do pick up an albatross on this hole. This is basically very identical to the front 9 wind. So we're going to talk about shot number 2. Here's 6 top, 3 left, 10% at max. There's nothing special to see here. Baby curl to the right. And we come up the fairway. Okay. So now shot number 2, if you remember on the front 9, I suggested to go with 1 top, 2.5 right. And then because we missed barely to the left, I said to go ahead and offset the ball guideline to where it would be out of the hole, but touching the edge of the cup, just like that. Again, this is almost identical to the wind that we had on the front 9. So here we flip the camera around again because we don't want to pull into the bush. So we're going to push our rings. And then you'll see here with the perfect ball, this thing comes in beautifully for the albatross with that nice little offset there. Hole number 4, this one is going to be headwind again. So we're going to go a little bit more top spin than we normally play on this hole. 2 bars of side spin to the right combined with 3 top. Now we're going to back our target up down here. So you see here I'm at the plus 25 yard mark. I do that so that when I go to adjust my rings, I pull more accurately without having to pull into overpower. This one is very baby curl to the right-hand side. Notice because I did not pull in the overpower that I did not use any overpower. And we do clip the rough and we roll out, leaving us for the putt in for eagle here on hole number 4. It is a makeable putt. It's just a little bit wonky as far as the ball guideline goes, but it's not anything like overpower and stuff like that. All right, so now we go to hole number 5. Hole number 5, you're going to see me play 30% at mid. I do want you to try 35% at mid, though. You see here the wind is blowing from right to left, so if I'm telling you to add elevation, that means that I missed this shot to the left barely. Same thing, half a ball of backspin, and then you notice how the ball guideline becomes, like a good ball guideline, or it becomes down here like this. We want it to be down here like this. We don't want that ball guideline being flat at the end. So right here's what we're looking for, and we're just aiming in that light green square like we have been the entire tournament. Again, we don't want to develop the ball guideline. We do want to set it up where it's, short. If you do that with the half a bar of backspin, you're going to see here that we get great speed to pin. But like I said, I just barely missed this one onto the left-hand side. So for you, I just need you to add a little bit of elevation to the shot, or you can just offset it a little bit more and continue to play 30%. This will take us here to hole number 6. Hole number 6, 10% at max, and then we're going to push to max. I'm going to go full top, so 6 top, and then we got the side spin to the left there. Again, higher level extra mile players, you don't really need to add more top spin to this shot. We're just going to push it back up to max. And if you were to add more top spin, you're probably going to roll into the rough at the top there. Or you just don't use overpower, so it's going to be up to you. But if you want to copy what I'm doing here, there's 2 things that can happen on this drive. One, you could end up like me, and you hit a nasty great left, and you accidentally clip that rough and you roll out. If that happens, you're going to be playing the backbone shot, probably at minimum distance. If you don't clip the rough and roll out, you're going to be playing more than likely with your thorn at mid distance. Both shots are going to be played 0%. So you see here that because I clipped the rough, I have to play with my long iron. I'm going to go 5.5 back with the backbone. So I do full backspin except half of a bar. No side spin. Here, my shot is 0%. Let's take a look at the setup. I'm making sure that my ball guideline is bouncing into the hole. But if you take a look at this angle here, it looks like I'm aiming right of the pin. At the end of the day, I think this cost me because I missed this one to the right-hand side. So make sure that you have this thing centered up to the hole. So with a perfect ball, like I said, darn it, I missed this one here. It's going to be hole 5, this hole, and hole 8 that you're going to see me leaving the balls right next to the pin. If any of those would have dropped, I could have been in first place for a tie. But that's all right. That's just how it goes. Keep in mind, like I said, they're on hole number 6. You may be taking that with your backbone. You may be taking it with your thorn. Check your own distance of your club and play at 0%. All right, we are getting a great wind here for hole number 7. I'll show you a Titan option. If you want to make it easier, I'll show you the Berserker option. Here we're going with 6 bars of top spin, 1 bar of side spin to the left. I'm pulling this one at 10% elevation. You could even take this with a katana if you wanted to, like I did in the qualifying rounds. Tailwind makes this drive very, very easy as long as you hit perfect. You see here we bounce in between those fairway spots, and we roll down here, leaving us for the max top spin wedge shot, which I will show you. Max top, no side, aiming straight at the pin. Perfect ball. All right. Now we can show you the Berserker option, 10% at max. Here we're going to go with less top spin, obviously because of the P5 ball. I'm going to go with 4.5 top. I'm adjusting my side spin to the right until I got the ball guideline going down the middle of the fairway like this. Same thing, 10% elevation, no overpower, perfect ball. And this ball comes in even nicer here with the P5 ball. We do have the extra distance to get it within putting zone to putt in for the eagle there on hole number 7. This will take us into hole number 8. I knew that I had to drop this shot in order to get first. And boy, did I think that I had it 1 bar of side spin to the left combined with half a bar of top spin, maybe 0.6. Here, I meant to put half a bar of top spin on, but when we look at the replay, it looks like I'm a little bit short of half a bar. I knew exactly where I wanted to aim, thanks to all the practice tokens that I used. Red ring at the rough, and I wanted to aim right there. All right, so not in the middle of that dark green square. It's more middle left of the dark green square. Man, I knew if I aimed there and then if I had a perfect ball, that the ball would be dead on for a hole-in-one. But wouldn't you know, just missing that extra click of topspin, maybe even a slight underpower on my part, which is my Achilles heel in this game. I don't know why I cannot break that habit. But darn it, I mean, look at that. I don't really think you can get any closer without the ball going in. So learn from my mistakes. That's why you watch me, so you don't make the same mistakes. And now we go to hole number 9, and this is it. This is favorable win for hole number 9. So hole number 9, we're going to go 6 top, 2 bars of side spin to the right. Again, extra mile level 9 players do not go full top spin. You do want to make sure that you stay within the sniper range. If you go too far on the drive, you're going to be playing it with a long iron, and I just don't like the long iron shot here on number 9. I really hope that you're finding this video helpful. I hope that I've earned your trust and you subscribe to the channel. I hope you hit the thumbs up, and I did the best that I could for you on Rookie. I burnt through a gazillion practice tokens trying to get these minus 30, minus 35, minus 36 scores for you. If you'd like to support that and my efforts, click on the PayPal link in the comments below, and anything, I promise you, is greatly appreciated. Okay, 4 bars of backspin, 2 bars of side spin to the left. Let me give you my thinking process here. On my other account, I aimed dead center of the hole in 3.0 mile per hour wind. So I aimed dead center, and I missed it by a fraction to the right. So here, I'm going to offset by a fraction to the left. Playing it the same thing, 1 for 1, 10% at mid. And what do you know? Of course I offset to the left, and this ball goes exactly where I aimed. So my suggestion to you is to aim in the left-hand side of the hole. Put your ball guideline in the hole, aim left-hand side, and hopefully that ball drops in for an albatross. Best of luck, everybody. Let me know how you do in the comments below.